In Yeti, when a contractor creates a new contract with a subcontractor who's not yet on the Yeti platform, the subcontractor will be given a sponsored environment, as shown here. The contractor will also add in a Yeti admin user on behalf of the subcontractor, who will then have access to log into the sponsored environment via the web and invite other users as needed. With having your own environment, you'll be given your own company code, which can be found here in Settings. Pass this code onto your crew, and they can use it to self-register as users underneath your company through the mobile app. We'll now go through the different pages to show you what you can and cannot do in a sponsored environment. First, the dispatch page. When your crew starts a route on the mobile app and begins to service a site, a real-time record will appear here on the dispatch screen. By clicking on a record, you can see information such as onboarding equipment, the crew who serviced the site, route information, and site information. The information underneath site is what the operator has entered into the mobile app while servicing the site. If it was ever a case where information was entered in incorrectly, you can update the record by clicking Edit on the dispatch screen or through the service history page once the record has been approved. When a contractor approves a record, it will leave the dispatch screen and head over to the service history page. Please note that the contractor does control the ability for you to edit a record, as well as the provided time period for when you can edit a record once it's been approved. Next, we'll head over to the route page. Here, you have all the standard routes that the contractor has assigned you, as well as those routes that have been dispatched. If you, the subcontractor, try to create your own route or site, you'll be blocked from doing so. Since you're not a Yeti subscriber, you can only access and service what your sponsored company has assigned you. Next, we'll head down to users. Here, you can add and manage your own crew. Create a new user by clicking the plus button. Or, as mentioned earlier in the video, you can get your crew to self-register by logging into the mobile app with the company code. Next, we'll head down to the service history page. On the page, you have a list of records of every service that was completed by your crew members. Click on a record to see it in detail. If anything is mistaken or incorrect, you have the power to update the record by clicking the Edit button. Keep track of all these changes by clicking the Log button. If need be, you can create a manual record by clicking the plus button in the right-hand corner. Next, we'll head over to billing. Here, each record represents one service performed. Subcontractors can click on a record to confirm the details are correct before charging a client. You can choose what information is appearing on screen by clicking the column configuration button. Choose what order the information is presented in, as well as what is shown. You can also use the search filter found at the top of the screen. Here, you can filter through records using route information, site information, user information, and more. Finally, you're able to export records by highlighting them and selecting the download button. The report will appear in Excel format. This is for ease of sorting and view. In timesheets, subcontractors have an overall view of the work each member of its crew has done. They can run timesheet reports for their own crew members, so it allows them to match their crew invoices to actual services performed, utilizing Yeti for accurate payroll remittances. If you're uncertain about how to access your sponsored environment, we advise reaching out to your sponsoring contractor for further clarification. Or you can contact our team at support@yetisnow.com, who are always happy to assist. Finally, if you're interested in upgrading your environment from a sponsored environment to a full-feature Yeti environment, you can do so by clicking the link in the banner. Subscribe and have full access to Yeti for running your own business.